Hi you guys, it's Chrissy, and I just got the Sam's Bead box, September 2025 Wendy's Safari collection. So the Wendy's Safari collection celebrates the life of Wendy Whitman as we mark 2 years since the passing of our bead-loving friend. I feel so lucky to have known Wendy. I remember always feeling so lifted after talking with her. I loved watching her YouTube videos with the bead box, where she would often ambitiously challenge herself to utilize every bead in a box. Wendy's kindness and love of crafting were contagious. The beading community misses her dearly. Shortly before her passing, we reached out to Wendy to see if she wanted to collaborate on a box. She was all in and shared her ideas. We are thankful to have received the blessing from Wendy's family to create a box in her honor. We'll let Wendy tell you about her box from here. I really have a thing for giraffes. I don't know why, but I love them. Any giraffe, all giraffes. I'm thinking maybe a safari theme box? Brown, white, picture jasper, wooden beads. I think turquoise would look really pretty with that theme and would add a splash of color to the earth tones. And a giraffe pendant. We hope this safari we created is what Wendy envisioned and continues to spread the joy she shared with us as we create. Sam. I think this is absolutely beautiful, and I know she is dearly missed. And I'm happy that Sam was able to bring this collection in honor of her and with her family. Okay, let's get unboxing. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. I love the greens and the ambers and the giraffes and the elephants. First off, what came in this box was picture jasper smooth puffed coins. These are 12 to 12.5 millimeter, and you get 8 pieces on the strand. And these are beautiful. I love picture jasper. I love how it tells a story. How in all the different pieces, they're so unique, and it feels like you're looking into a scene of some sort. So these are just lovely and beautiful. Next we have mixed tiger eye smooth round 8 to 8.5 millimeter on a 7.5 inch strand. And these are gorgeous. I see the reds, I see some yellows, and some green tiger eye in there. They are just beautiful. Look at that. And then we have a check glass English cut topaz 3.5 millimeter 50 piece strand. Okay, and these are the ones that I was calling amber, but it looks like they are topaz color. And I love getting a smaller bead in the boxes to design with. And then we have the howlite elephants. They are white and they are 10 to 14.5 millimeter, and you get 6 pieces on the strand. Oh, they are these really sweet elephants. I love elephants. I love the crackling and the howlite. Oh, they're just so sweet. And then we have howlite giraffes that are about 20 millimeters, and you get 6 on a strand. Here's some giraffes. Wendy was talking about how much she loves them. And these have so much character. And they are, again, so adorable. I love them. And they are double-sided, so they look the same on both sides. All right, and then we have the Czech glass cherry leaf giraffe mix in 5.5 to 10 millimeter. And these guys are 25 pieces on the strand. I love their bicolor. They have that kind of a tannish cream color with a transparent brown. And then they have kind of a bronze wash in the leaf veining. Very pretty. Then we have green African jade faceted rounds and the 7-inch strand, and they are 4 to 4.5 millimeter. And I think this strand is absolutely gorgeous. Brent deep foresty, very fresh green. If that makes sense, maybe. Okay, 10 millimeter. And then we have Czech glass fire polished cushion oval green safari mix. These are 10 millimeter and they are 12 pieces, and you get 12 pieces. These are gorgeous. These have a lot of shine on them. I think there's like 3 different colors. So we have a dark green, a lighter green, and then a yellow there. So 3 different colors on this strand. And then we have a Czech glass custom bead safari mix, and it's 17 pieces. And I feel like it's this one. I love this mix. You have some darker browns. You have this two-tone. He's half light green and then has a very transparent light green. Or just glass front, and then more of a topaz bead. And then these guys, look at their shape. So they're round, but they kind of have pushed in sides. They're kind of like a pillow or a balloon, I'm not sure how to describe this shape, but more of that amber, and then these kites. And then you get more of these bicone, darker topaz. Oh wow, you get these little wavy green transparent beads. They look like seaweed chips. And then you get another of that bicolor light green with the clear front, and then another one of these round with pinched in sides in the green. And then they're spaced with these light green beads. That's just beautiful. Okay. And next we have Czech glass fire polish rondelle safari mix. 6 to 6.5 millimeter, and you get 20 pieces on the strand. Looks like you get 3 different colors. Get that light green, kind of a lighter orange green, and then a darker, more amber orange, and then it repeats. Oh, a really pretty shine. Super gorgeous. I love the Czech glass fire polish beads. And then we have Czech glass spacer rondelles in a floral mix 2x4. And you get 90 pieces on the strand. Oh, these are pretty. These are gorgeous. They are green, but they have a blue mix in there, and then tan, and you get a bunch of those. I wonder if you can see the blue in there. And you can see a little bit of that blue right here. What a pretty mix. I love the shape too. And then check glass melon barrels, green stone Picasso bronze, 8 by 14 millimeter and an 8-piece strand. Oh, those are really pretty. That's got a bronze wash over that green stone Picasso melon barrel shape. And then check glass garland flower. This is a turquoise and cream Picasso, and it's 10 millimeters. And you get 10 pieces. Oh, and these are adorable. And then check glass fire polished turquoise Picasso, 6 millimeters on a 20-piece strand. Here they are. And that's really lovely. That's a nice color to add into this mix. These go well, I think these match the flowers, but it gives a little variety. A little variety here. All right, I think we're finally centered in the frame here. Okay, and then the additional selections are these genuine turquoise nugget soup. They're stabilized and you get 21 grams. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful those are. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. You know, I don't think I have any turquoise, so this is my first turquoise bead. And you have a little bit of that lighter light blue turquoise. You've got some green turquoise in there, a little bit of you know, some orange and brown striations on some of these turquoise beads. Just a beautiful variety there. And then we have this set of elephant in turquoise. You get 1-piece mosaic oval, which is a dark topaz, and then you get a grape leaf. All right, let's start with the elephant. Here's the turquoise elephant. Oh, I love them. I love the gold wash on them. He's double-sided. And then you get the mosaic oval in dark topaz copper. And this one is gorgeous. He's drilled through the lengthwise. He's drilled lengthwise. Just a beautiful, beautiful bead there. And then we have the check glass grape leaf. And the grape leaf is in a topaz AB. He's top drilled right there through the top. And this one does have a front and a back. It's got some carving of the leaf on the front, and then the back is flat, but both sides have AB on it. And then we have green zebra jasper oval in a medium and a large size, and you get 3 pieces. I've got 2 large green zebra jasper ovals and 1 medium size green jasper oval. green zebra jasper oval. And they are stunning. I've never seen a zebra jasper before. There's the back and the front. Well, I guess either side could be the back or the front, but just showing both sides. They're drilled lengthwise, so the hole is there. And all three. They are just stunning beads, though. I don't know if you can see, but you can see some shine in the white striping. Those are so cool. And we have 12 wood coins in dark brown. They're 15 millimeters. They are a really rich dark brown. There is the hole. I love the wood grain in them. Very pretty. I love the texture. And then we have check glass fire polish round giraffe mix 6 millimeter, about 35 pieces. Oh, these are beautiful. I love the giraffe mix. I love the tan, and I love the little brown stripes in them. They're not really stripes, but they kind of look like basketballs to me. Like the way they curve around and come together on the sides of the shape. But they are not round. They are faceted, actually. And they are absolutely beautiful. Then we have a check glass 2-hole wave stone Picasso mix, 13 by 17 millimeters, and a 7-piece set. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. Look at those colors. So it looks like I have a few green washes, yellow Picasso, some orange, and then a darker green. And they are two-sided, so they have the same coloring on the other side, and 2 holes. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have brown banded agate dyed in a barrel and tube shape. You get 1 barrel and 4 pieces of the tubes. Here is the barrel. Just beautiful banding. And a little misshapenness. He's drilled lengthwise. But look at that banding, just beautiful. And then 4 tubes. And these guys, oh my gosh, look at this guy. Kind of reminds me of root beer a little bit, like a root beer float. But the banding on these are gorgeous. Look at that. Again, a little bit of the roughness showing through on that one bead. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. You like jumped off my hand. And last, but certainly not least, the brass collection. 1 piece of the tiara cast fern link and 2 pieces of the giraffe charm. And here is the fern link It is double-sided. And it has, oh, the curl of the fern is where the links are. That would be beautiful for a necklace or a pendant. I love that. And look at these giraffes. They are adorable. They're gorgeous. They're so detailed. I think Wendy would love these. I think she would approve of this entire collection, but these are just very special. It's so detailed, even the little face. And there is a little hole, a little loop right there to connect. There's also, you know, other spots that you could connect to. So you could add this to a necklace or use it as a pendant. They are so lightweight, you could actually probably use them as earrings as well. But just how special are these? They are single-sided, so here is the front and here is the back. So I believe that they're actually brass stampings. All right, that is the entire collection for Wendy's Safari for the Sam's Bead Box for September 2025. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing as much as I did. I really cherish the time and thought that went behind this box, and I think it really does give a beautiful tribute to Wendy. I think this is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to design something. I'm probably going to do a bracelet with the giraffes and elephants and the wood beads. Maybe some of these. I was thinking maybe doing a few bracelets for my son to start off with. We're going to make the bracelets. To the side for now. All right, we're gonna design to a 6.7 inch bracelet length for my son. I think he would like the wooden beads. So we can start with those. And then these giraffe beads are really cute. Okay, I think that's going to be our design. So we've got wooden bead and then 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3 as our pattern. I'm going to be using stretch flat cord. I'm just going to measure around my wrist. I'm going to use 3 cords of stretch cord to make this bracelet, so I'm going to use enough cord to go around my wrist, but make sure that it goes around 3 times, and that is plenty. And the reason I'm doing 3 instead of 1 is because I do want to fill the beads, and using more threads just gives you more strength. I made sure that 3 cords goes around my wrist with extra to tie off. The way I'm going to tie this stretch bracelet is I'm going to lay this out, so I've got 1 cord and the second cord, and then the third, so there are 3, and then I've got extra on this end, and I'm going to tie this here and I will tell you why in a minute. So I'm just going to do a overhand knot, nothing special. But again, I am tying that knot at the end of this cord so that I do have a longer end. And this is going to be my needle I'm going to thread the beads onto. And then you can see I now have 3 cords of my stretch cord for my bracelet. The reason I did 3 is because I want the thickest amount, or the most number of threads that can go through the holes of these beads to provide stability and strength for the bracelet. I don't want to do 4 because this bead right here, 4 was a little too tight. I want the beads to slip on easily. You don't want them to be too tight. If they're too tight, then it will rub on the cord and actually, you know, start to wear down the cord. So now, with my needle thread, I'm going to string my bracelet, starting with the wooden bead, bringing it down, and I should probably put a stopper bead, a stopper at the end. Okay, we are back. I did switch up the design. We are going with 3 in between each one of the wooden beads, and we are going to take out one of the wooden beads. I realized once I tried it on, it was way too big for me, and my son has an even smaller wrist than I do, so this one is going to fit him perfectly. It just needs to be a little bit smaller. I'm not quite sure how big this bracelet is though. It's smaller than the 6.3 inches, so it might be closer to 5 3/4 inches possibly. I know I like a 5 3/4 inch bracelet. So anyway, let's go ahead and tie this bracelet off. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this end with our needle, this end that was tied. Now again, 1 cord from this end through the loop at the other, and then I'm going to take these 2 remaining and then these 2, and I'm going to move my beads down the cords. Okay. Tighten this up. Okay. And I'm just going to do an overhand knot, and I should have left myself more cord on this other end because I barely have any, but you should have 4 cords, and you're just going to do overhand knots with them. So there's one, and we'll do another one. Give it a nice tug, gentle. And then I'm going to do another one. All right. And then we're going to trim off the ends. I'm not going to trim it all the way to the knot. I'm going to leave it a good amount of tail. And then we're just going to hide that knot in that wooden bead and all the tails. And then I'm just going to slide all the beads down. And now that knot is completely hidden in the bead. And we have a beautiful stretch bracelet. Okay, I think that's going to be perfect size for my son. And I'm going to do a second stretch bracelet, and I will show you the finished product. Oh, I also wanted to say I did have some trouble with the wooden beads. The holes are a little bit occluded, so I had a hard time threading the string through. So what I used was an open-ended needle to go through the wooden beads, and that helped to poke out that possibly wood dust or maybe particles from cutting the bead shapes, the wooden bead shapes. And so it did make kind of a mess, so just so you're aware, but they are very easy to thread. You might just need a needle. All right, with that I will come back with finished pictures of the 2 stretch bracelets. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you later. Bye!